Alright guys, Supreme Kami here. So while I was out for a few days, just not be able to access to some recordings here. So we got a patch update for the SD Gundam Battle Alliance, the version 1.1 update. So this one is actually posted on the 2nd, so it's not too long ago. In terms of this update, is pretty minimal depending on how you look at it. So let's actually go over to this list, and then I'm actually gonna hop back into the game just because I do want to see how it is reflected currently in terms of what they are going to be updating for these students over here. So I don't really have all of them updated or obtained per se, but I'll definitely be looking at the one that I currently have. So in terms of the first bulletin point, we have status of mobile suit such as beam fighting resistance has been updated or improved it. So this one is pretty much going to be covering everything that is within the Iron Blooded Orphans series over here. I think this definitely makes sense because just right now, based on my recollection, I believe all those Iron Blood Orphans unit does not have the greatest beam resistance per se, but in terms of the actual Gundam lore itself, any unit that is from the Iron Blood Orphans should have a great beam resistance just because of the whatever armor they have. So that's definitely a change that we have. In terms of how impactful this one will be, I think it will be in a way, just because of the fact that let's say you're not playing with your buddies, you're playing like you have your main unit and then you have your two allied unit, right? Those are pretty much piloted by AI, the computer per se. I think just having that slight advantage of having a better beam resistance should be able to defend a little bit better against enemy that might be using any beam weaponry. So that should be definitely going to be a little bit of a longevity wise. That's obviously going to be pretty good. So I am going to be hopping back into the game just to kind of take a look at how is it currently, and then that should pretty much gives us a good idea of like what like there looks like. Because what I did find out, just looking at some of the base parameter, for example, like any of those C unit, like let's say freedom, or justice, or even providence, they have some pretty obscure physical resistance already, which they should be, right? Because they have the the phase shift armor, which pretty much allowing them to have a better protection from any physical. So that makes sense. So I'm not sure why they didn't make that for this unit originally. Scrolling down a little bit further, we do have the unlock of the moves to upper level, so everything now is going to be able to go up to level 90. Me as a recording, I am right now, in terms of my personal level right now, should be like around 36. So hopefully by this update comes out within the next few days, I'm hoping I'll be at least near 70 or 80, right? In terms of, let's say, upgrading mobile suit to level 81, that is going to be requiring the uncapping material. So I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure they should release new missions that will have that. Like once you smack up those crates, they should have those material flying there. I would thinking. In terms of the next bulletin point, we do have the Phoenix Gundam will be made available. So this one, okay, it's a playable mode suplex, so that cannot be registered as so you can only play it as yourself, like as the one you're piloting. So you cannot have it as the let's say supporting Li 1 or 2. So that's interesting. I wonder why they made it that. I don't know. In terms of up next, we have the unit and capping material combo pack 1. Okay, so there's trying to sell you those micro transaction where they're gonna give you a little bit of a capital. So this one is kind of not sufficient. As you guys do play, you guys do already know from like level 1 to 15, you don't need that much capital. But once you start getting into, let's say, the territory of like after uncapping for the second time, it's gonna be requiring at least 6 figures. And then if you uncap for the second time, or the third uncapping, however you want to call it, that's pretty much gonna take you all the way up to that 1 million mark, like 1.4 million completely. So yeah, like they better do a little bit better job in this one, but like I'm pretty sure they would drop eventually. They will drop one for the second level uncap, and then the third level cap, and this right here would be a lot more better. So they're gonna give you 5 of the tickets, so in total you get 50,000. So 50,000 is not gonna be able to allow you to uncap or unlock all the paths for your overall unit. I believe you need at least 70,000+. So I mean, like, come on, man, like at least give us enough to completely max out that first level, like that one, level 1 to 15. I don't know. Up next, they have dropped us some free mission, so it's going to be EX mission. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So these are challenging content that will be played after clearing all the hard. Ooh, whew, okay. I got a lot of grinding to do because I'm not going to be able to access those EX mission until I get to these. Oof, that's gonna be, yeah. I don't know how many directory. I didn't look at anything, so I'm just playing this right now, like blindsided, if you want to call it. So that's gonna be challenging, huh? I guess. Okay. Up next, we do have the pay DLC. The Legend and Succession is now supported. So I'm gonna go into Steam real quick and see does the pre-order have that as well, because I try to look to see where I can purchase that DLC, and I believe it's actually included already. So that's why I want to take a look. So for anyone that is not sure yet, do not purchase the DLC mission until it's live, so you know, because they don't really tell you if you have it or not, so you might end up double paying, which is obviously not gonna be a great debut. It's not like expensive, but like you don't ever want to repay the same content, right? So they're gonna be dropping the Cursed Treasure and then Destination of the Legends EX mission Extreme 1 and 2. Oh gosh. Whew, they sounds like they are going to be hard to beat. Okay. You need to complete the Cursed Treasure and then the Where Smith Leads mission in addition to free. Okay. Some other things that have made is going to be some stability operation, and then these are just pretty much for the Switch. This is not pertaining to, let's say, you know, your PlayStation, Xbox, your Steam. No, this is pretty much going to be for your Nintendo Switch. So I'm gonna hop into Steam, like the actual, you know, the application first. I do want to see does the pre-order comes with it. Alright, so I am over on my Steam account right now. So this is pretty much like, you know, their homepage and stuff. So if I remember what I purchased back then, I think I purchased the pre-purchase deluxe version. So in terms of like the pre-order, so it's this right here, and then we have this one. So I'm gonna see if the deluxe actually comes with anything of the extra. So this is pretty much like the pre-order bonus if you guys did purchase that. But as like anyone that's watching right now, it's probably not going to be under the pre-order bonus, but I'm pretty sure you guys can still purchase the deluxe version. So this is pretty much what it comes with, so I'm not gonna go over that once again. In terms of the deluxe version, so the deluxe version comes with the full game. Okay. Seasonal or the season pass. All right, that's lit. Looks like okay. So unit and scenario pack 1, and then 2 additional scenario mission, and then 2 additional playable unit. So if we go back here, I'm pretty sure I got that already. I'm pretty sure that is pertaining to this. So it's not really made clear, but if you guys did purchase, let's say, the deluxe version, you guys are safe to say that you guys have gotten the season pass already, because like if you scroll up here, let me see, how do I go back to it? Because I did see that you can still purchase it even though I have the deluxe, but it actually shows. Let me see if I can access that page real quick for you guys. So this is what I was able to find. So this is like their season pass or whatever. So this thing costs $24.99. So for anyone, before even buying that, please do make sure if you guys have the deluxe or the regular version, because if you guys do have the deluxe version already, it should already comes along with the deluxe version. So because I'm scrolling down a little bit and I'm seeing pretty much the same thing about this content, it's going to be the unit and scenario pack 1, 2, and 3, and then additional units. So so before you guys make that purchase, do make sure what kind of version you guys are looking at, so you guys can save yourself that additional $25. So I'm gonna hop back into the game right now, and then I'm gonna show you guys the overall set, let's say compared to the Iron Blood Orphans, and then counter that to the C unit, because of the fact that C unit tend to have some pretty good physical resistance. And then I just want to see what they currently have for the Iron Blood Orphans unit. Okay, so I am in game right now, and I'm taking the currently, some of the Iron Blood Orphans unit that I currently do have own. So in terms of the Barbados 6 form, you guys can see that in terms of the beam cut rate, yeah, they're not really on par with what the actual armor, like in terms of the overall Gundam lore. So yes, that needs to be changed. Even here, it is slightly higher, but if we do take a look, let's say C unit, the one that I have currently available, upgraded. So let's take a look at Freedom Gundam. Look at that cut, or that physical cut, 16%. Hello. Look at how much higher that is compared to, let's say, here, you know. So yes, they need to update that real quick. In terms of justice, yeah, look at that. You know, this is base level 1, you know. Look at that physical cut. What is that? And now obviously in terms of Providence Gundam, I have been using this one already, but take a look at its actual physical cut rate. Like, what is this, you know? So yeah, in terms of all the Iron Blooded Orbit unit, this one, Barbo 64, like what's going on? 10%? Really? This one I have not unlocked yet, but let's say the Fusion Rebate Folk City, 13%. Come on now, they're really sleeping on this unit. So yeah, so in terms of the patch update, this one will definitely, in terms of defensively, you know, to be just being able to take some damage, it is definitely going to be better. I'm not gonna say it's make the biggest difference, but at least it's there, right? And then let's say it regulates that Julia right here, so this one is only 12%. So yeah, like they better put something maybe on par with, like, you know, the opposite. Like this one is 14%. This one is like, this one is not so much, obviously, but I don't know why. But this one is like, yeah, this one is definitely a clean cut right there. So do let me know how you guys feel about the new patch update for the version 1.1. And then as for those units that is getting the buff, do you guys think it's gonna make a difference? You guys can definitely let me know that in the comment section below, and then I'll be catching you all on the next one.